It is time for episode 5 of Alan? Alan? Where's Alan? I liked the last episode. I thought it tied in a lot of what's to come. It gave everyone a great backstory that needed a bit more fleshed out for them. And there's going to be trouble. We don't know how long Alan and Wen were together, or from the way it seemed in the end of the episode, if they had officially broken up before Wen slept with Jim. I'm a bit uncertain with that. Plus, we now know Alan works at the bank. That means there could be issues. If he wants to be petty, then he's going to be petty and he's going to turn Jim away, which is causing more friction. And poor Jim, he just is trying so hard and everything is working against him. Beautiful episode. I also thought the moments between Hart and Li Ming were beautiful. We found out where he got his name from, and that ties in with the Chinese Thai elements of the show as well. I thought that was a nice callback. It is really, really, to me, reminiscent of I Told Sunset About You. It really feels like that, and that's why I'm really enjoying the show as well. I just think this is a really good show. This has got to be a flashback, right? Why is he recording him asleep? That can only be Alan, right?
และนี่นะครับคือโฉมหน้าของเจ้าของสเตตัสนกที่ตื่นเช้าคือนก
so this must be going over their relationship.
ฟ้านอนนี้มันอยู่นะ
Yeah, it is. We're gonna see, I think, where maybe it crumbled.
ไหนเมื่อวานใครสัญญาไว้ฮะว่าวันนี้จะตื่นมาวิ่งด้วยกัน
See, they were happy here. So how far back was this?
พรุ่งนี้ก็สายไปเสียแล้วสเตตัสใครนะบุลลี่เหรอ
He's not bullying you, but he's flirting with you.
บุลลี่เหรอฮะ
See, it's so interesting watching him be affectionate towards Alex, considering the last episode. See, they were happy at one point. Where did it change?
วันนี้วันอะไรนะไม่รู้จริงเหรอไม่รู้
It's not the anniversary, is it?
ไม่รู้ได้นี่เลย
Hey, what day? Please say it was not an anniversary and you forget an anniversary.
รูปอะไรอ่ะรูปวันครบรอบไง
Ouch. So, yeah.
1 2
There should have been a flag there.
มาดูรูปปีแรกของเรากัน
Okay, so this is their first anniversary.
anniversary นี่มี n กี่ตัวนะ
A N N 2
There's
ตัว
two, yeah.
ลืมทุกที่เลยอ่ะ
ไม่ค่อยได้ใช้แต่เราก็อยากใช้บ่อย
Okay, so
ๆกับคนเดิม
this feels very early in their relationship.
คืออะไร
They enjoy each other's company. This is what happens though. Relationships do drift apart.
1 year anniversary
จะให้จำได้ไง
You can't spell, bitch. Oh, so each year did he create a memory with a picture?
มานี่นะแป๊บนึงดิเดี๋ยวทำไรมาบอดแห่งความทรงจำของเรา
Ouch. This feels very painful considering.
ไปฉลองวันครบรอบปีแรกกันไหม
Sex. And this is the same place they're both in now, right? Are they going to show that? Yeah. Oh, they've been together for 5 years. That's a long time to be with someone. February 2020. See the colour change as well and everything. It's now darker, damper. But he's the one looking at the board.
หวนกูถามมึงจริงๆนะกูทำอะไรผิดวะ
Ow. I mean, yeah.
อยากคุยเรื่องนี้แล้วอ่ะรัน
But what did he do wrong? If he doesn't know, tell
มึงอยากให้มันเป็น
him.
ยังไงมึงก็บอกกูมาดิกูจะได้ทำให้มันดีขึ้นอ่ะ
Ouch.
มึงไม่ต้องทำอะไรเลยเว้ย
He just doesn't
มึง
love
ไม่ต้อง
you.
ทำอะไรเพื่อกูอีกแล้วอ่ะ
คือมึงไม่มีช้อยอื่นให้กูเลือกเลยเหรอวะ
I feel really bad for Alan in this moment.
มึงอยากเลิกกูอย่างเดียวเลยเหรอ
Like, why didn't you talk to
อยากท
him?
รมานมึงเว้ย
เพื่อกูเหรอ มึงพูดออกมาได้ไงวะ
Ouch. I mean, to say it's
มึง
torture.
เป็นแบบนี้ไง พอกูจะไปมึงก็บอกให้กูลองเป็นเพื่อนกันก่อน แล้วพอเป็นเพื่อนแล้วมันเป็นไงอ่ะ มึงเห็นว่ามันไม่เวิร์ก
But
เนี่ย
because you never gave him a clear reason why. Yeah, it's not easy. You can't just assume there's going to be just friendship.
กูถึงไม่อยากเป็นเพื่อนมึงอ่ะ เพื่อนก็ต้องทำแบบเพื่อนดิวะ
มึงพูดคำว่าเพื่อนโดยไม่แคร์เฮียอะไรทั้งนั้นเลยนะ
ไม่แคร์เหรอ ถ้ากูไม่แคร์กูจะอยู่กับมึงวะ
I don't know. Do you care?
ก็เพราะแบบนี้ไง กูถึงคิดว่ามันพอจะมีทางที่มันจะดีขึ้นได้อะ
Yeah, you
มันดี
should
ขึ้น
have
ไม่ได้
moved
แล้ว
out.
แล้วมึงจะให้กูทำยังไง อยู่ดีๆมึงเดินมาบอกเลิกกู บอกว่าไม่รักกูแล้ว เหตุผลต้นตีอะไรของมึง กูไม่เข้าใจ
มึงอยากฟัง
Ouch.
เหตุผลนั้นปะเหตุผลต้นตีที่มึงพูดอ่ะ กู
Yeah, I mean, we all knew this.
กูไม่อยากตื่นเช้าไปวิ่งกับมึง กูไม่อยากกินชาบูพร้อมมึง กูไม่อยากไปไหนกับมึงอีกแล้ว มึงเข้าใจปะเนี่ย แล้วกูไม่อยากให้มึงรอกูด้วยตอนที่กูอยากกลับบ้านดึกแค่ไหนก็ตาม มึงไม่ต้องมาโกรธกูแล้ว
Ouch. This is definitely, in my opinion, not a great look for
แต่กูทำ
Gwen.
ไม่ได้ไง กูแคร์มึงอยู่อ่ะ มึงเห็นปะ
You say you care for him, but you didn't even give him a reason why you broke up. Like,
มึงใช้ไปเลยเว้ย ขอแค่มีกูอยู่ในนั้นบ้างอะ
how? Like, it's not gonna work.
แค่นั้นหรือมึงรู้ว่ามึงไม่ต้องการแค่นั้นเว้ย มึงพยายามเริ่มก่อนตลอดอ่ะ มึงทำให้มันเกินเลยตลอดที่เราเลิกกันแล้วอ่ะ
So he initiates it.
อ๋อ ดีนะ พอเอากันเสร็จ ก็โทษกูอยู่ฝ่าย
That's true. You
กู
can't
ทำให้
sleep.
สงสารมึงไง
You. Oh no.
มึงพอใจยังอ่ะ
That is
กูกับมึงเพราะกูสงสารมึงอ่ะ
that is not nice. That I'm not for Gwen in this moment. Don't sleep with someone because you feel sorry for them. That is so degrading. That is so belittling. You gave Alan hope by sleeping with him, and to say it's because you felt sorry for him, that is an awful thing to say to someone. Awful.
มึงเห็นปะพอกูพูดกูก็ดูเฮี้ยอีก
But no, you don't get to play victim here after what you just said
เราไม่
there.
ต้องการแบบนั้นเว้ย
I'm sorry, Gwen doesn't get to play victim for me after saying that to
แล้ว
him.
จริงนะเว้ย
No. And I like Gwen.
แม่งก็เหมือนเดิมอะทะเลาะกันเหมือนเดิม มึงเหนื่อยปะมึงเหนื่อย กูเหนื่อยเหมือนมึงนั่นแหละ
Well, then move out. Like, clearly, like, this is causing you to hate each other. I feel really bad for Alan. The way Gwen did this was so callous, so careless, and then he played the victim of I'm the jerk, I'm the bad one. No, you said what you said. You're gonna have so many people. No, when is no. I know it. I could already sense it.
กูก็ขอโทษมึงนะ
Don't. Why are you grabbing his hands and hugging him? No, see,
กูจะพยายามเป็นเพื่อนกับมึงให้ได้นะ
you can't. You just can't be friends. Also, you were together for 5 years. But he did say he found a new condo. Come on, pack your stuff up, let's go. There were just issues that just broke them apart. I mean, we knew Wen didn't love him. It was very, very clear. He seemed always irritated just even by the look of Alan. And when you're irritated by everything your partner does, or your ex-partner, When? That cut just interests me because, by the way, if you watch how he fell, it wasn't even close. When did you break up? When? We saw the argument. Because if they weren't together at all and had broken up completely, then when sleeping with Jim, there's nothing wrong with that. They weren't together.
เหรอ
มึงอยู่ไหนวะกล้อง
อยู่คอนโด
Oh, is that his girlfriend?
มึงโทรมาดึกขนาดนี้มึงโดนด่ามั้ยเนี่ย
เปล่า
What? Because
อี
Alan.
แล้วใช่ไหม
Why would he? Please.
กูไปนอนกับมึงได้ปะ
No.
ไอ้เวิร์น
I mean, yeah, they are good friends. I don't know why he said no.
เลิกใช้วิธีนี้เถอะวะที่ทะเลาะกันแล้วหนีแบบนี้ทุกครั้งอะห้องนั้นก็เป็นห้องของมึงเหมือนกันน่ะมึงโตเลยเว้ยมึงคุยให้รู้เรื่องดิ
No. I actually think he's right by saying to go to yours right now. Yeah, move out.
มึงอยู่ด้วยกันแบบนี้มันเหมือนให้ความหวังเว้ย
Yeah, he's right. You can't keep staying there and giving him hope and sleeping with him just because you feel sorry for him. That whole sleeping thing? No. I think you've got to move out. I do like that they're not sugarcoating this relationship. They are showing how hard relationships are, especially when you fall out of love with someone.
มานี่หน่อยดิ เดี๋ยวกูทำแผลให้
It's just dressing a wound. There's nothing else. Right now. It's clear Alan feels guilty for causing that scene at the chicken shop. They need to have a talk. A heart-to-heart, whatever, then just, really cement the breakup. Which I know they kind of did with the argument. That was an argument. There needs to be no argument. Just discussion. Did he flinch? How are you?
เจ็บอยู่ไหมมึง
How are you looking at him irritated right now?
กูขอโทษนะ
I don't think it's him you should be saying sorry to. Well, maybe with the card. I think it's Jim.
ขอโทษเรื่องไหน เรื่องที่ทำมึงเจ็บ
I mean, that's an adult thing here, to take accountability.
แล้วก็ เรื่องที่กูทำตัวเหี้ยใส่
Yeah, but are you going to be a jerk to Jim?
เราไม่ได้อะไรกันเหมือนเดิมแล้วนะเว้ยอลัน มึง
No.
บอกกูได้ไหม
When did it change for
กู
him?
สู้เขาไม่ได้ตรงไหนเหรอ
กูตอบมึงไม่ได้หรอก
Yeah, I was going to say, what answer can he give you? You're just not what
เพราะ
he
กูไม่
wants
เคยเปรียบ
anymore.
เทียบมึงกับใครเลยอะตอนกูคบกับมึงอะ
It was just you.
กูว่าเต็มที่กับมึง กูรักมึงแค่คนเดียวนะเว้ย
Until it wasn't, yeah. See, this is a mature
แต่ตอนนี้
conversation.
ไม่ใช่หรอกวะ
This I can respect a lot with Wen. He's not trying to hurt his feelings, he's just being honest here. Like, there's
มึงเหลื
no...
อทางเลือกให้กูเลยเหรอเหิน
Uh-oh, what do you mean by that?
ดึกแล้วอะ
No, wait.
เหนื่อย
Don't be tired in this moment, because
กูไปนอนก่อนนะเว้ย
this could involve Jim. I think my mouth just made a weird buzzing noise. I didn't like that you leave me no other choice. Because he can get to other people to get to win.
กล้อง มึงช่วยดูคอนโดมือสองให้กูหน่อยดิ
Prayer and command. I mean, yeah, he does turn to his friend a lot. Maybe his friend's really good with real estate.
ผมขอโทษนะลุงว่างหรือเปล่าคุยกันได้ไหม
I mean, it's pretty late, and do you really want to talk while Alan's there? Part of me wants to say yes, part of me wants to say no, because of the situation could make it just worse. But at the same time, to want to talk things through. Because let's not forget, Jim is 40, he doesn't need this crap. Didn't he just say he wants to talk face to face later? I feel like Wen doesn't listen.
ถ้าเป็นผมจะหาทางทำให้มันใช่ให้ได้
ถึงแม้ว่าจะต้องมีคนเสียใจนะ
ก็ช่วยไม่ได้ลุงโลกนี้มีใครไม่เคยเสียใจเพราะความรักบ้างอะ
Yeah, people get hurt by love, but...
ถ้าไม่เจ็บอะก็ไม่ใช่ความรักหรอก
เจ็บตอน20กว่ากับเจ็บตอนใกล้40
Yeah,
โคตรต่าง
yeah. Being in your 20s is completely different to different decades that are older in terms of love and hurt and stuff like that. It just... When you get older, you have no time for BS. You just don't. You just... Like, sorry, I'm not doing this. Let's cut it out. Boom. Either it works or it doesn't. I'm not wasting my time on you if it's not going to work. I'm glad he didn't pick up. Honestly, I'm glad because Alan's in the house. He's just going to make it worse. And plus, he said, let's talk face to face later. And I don't think Wen sometimes listens. He goes for it. The initiative and...
Jim, วันก่อนอะเห็นเฮียซงเขาบอกจะคืนร้านแล้วหรอ
เขาว่าอย่างนั้นแหละเจ๊
Did he say that to you?
ยังไม่รู้เหมือนกันเลยเจ๊
Oh crap. Thank you for telling me, but...
ผมช่วยอะไรได้บ้างล่ะลุง
No. Nice of you to say it, but yeah. This just sucks for Jim. Like, he doesn't even get options. Like, it's just forced upon him.
เอ้าพี่ไก่ปลานั่งกินด้วยกันหน่อยดิเจ๊โจ๊กไม่เครื่องในชามนึงนะครับ
Where are you off to?
ผมว่าจะไปหาลุงที่บ้านพอดีเลยอะ
Oh, right. There we go. He answered my question.
แล้วก็เรื่องเฮียซงอะผมไปคุยกับแม่มาแล้วนะ
I don't think there's
ถ้าลุง
anything
จะ
she
เซ็ง
can do.
ร้านอะลุงไปยืมตังค์แม่
No, because then he's borrowing more money from people. Yeah, and he's not the type of person. He already clearly struggled when he had to go to the bank.
กะแล้วลุงต้องพูดแบบเนี้ยก็เลยนี่มาให้
Guy Pa is so sweet. I just... Oh, poor baby. Don't get hurt.
มีที่ดินอยู่แปลงหนึ่งเผื่อลุงจะไปเอายื่นกู้ที่แบงก์เองอะ
Wow. That is... Wow, that is really nice.
โอ้ไก่ปลา
Yeah, he can't take that.
ถ้าลุงไม่เอาก็ไปคืนแม่เอง
Oh, no, can't do pretend it. But he's doing such nice things, but he...
ก็เอาไปคิดดูก่อน
Guy, you have to understand, I don't think Jim's into you that way.
ถ้าไม่สบายใจยังไงอะเดี๋ยวค่อยมาทำสัญญาก็ได้
Yeah, but what happens if he hurts your feelings and then the mum wants to kind of defend you?
พี่หวน
No, look, they're surveying the area.
ช่วงนี้ยุ่งเหรอพี่ไม่เห็นมาที่ร้านเลย
I wonder how long he hasn't been there for.
นั่งด้วยกันไหม
Again, I have no idea how much time has passed.
ไว้วันหลังแล้วกันพี่มากับเพื่อนอะ
All I can see is the little facial hair on Earth.
ไปก่อนนะ
I don't know why you're upset with him. I mean, it was such an awkward situation. You can't expect him just to be okay.
เลือกเลยจ้าวันนี้มาใหม่
It looks fresh. It looks really nice, actually.
ลูกไหนมันก็เหมือนกันป่ะลุง
No, they're not all the same.
ถ้าเหมือนกันเราจะ
No.
เลือกทำไมเล่า
Exactly.
เวลาต้มน้ำซุปเนี่ย เขาต้องใช้ฟักที่แก่ๆหน่อย
He understands. They're not all the same.
แล้วพี่หวนเขาไม่มาทำงาน
Oh, he's not worked there for a while. Okay. I mean, yeah, it makes sense after what happened.
ตะกี้มึงไม่ถามเขาแล้ว
I think he just likes when he needs someone to talk to that isn't his uncle.
ติดจ้า
Yeah, see, look, they were growing close.
แต่ผมว่าพี่หวนเขาก็ดูโอเคนะลุง
See? You get his approval. You kind of do want your nephew's
มี
approval.
อะไรก็ไม่ได้มีอะไรก็แค่บอกไว้เฉย
Because you want him to like him. Sneaky, but yeah. I mean, Jim hasn't done anything wrong, and it's okay for him to like Wen.
คิดว่าพี่หวนเขาก็ล้างจานเก่งนะลุงผมไม่ช่วย
Oh, so you can do less work.
แป๊บนึงนะลุงพี่ครับชานมไข่มุกแก้วหน่อยครับ
โอเค
เฮ้ยเอา2 แก้วดีกว่าครับพี่แป๊บก่อนนะครับ
Is this for him and Hard?
แป๊บนึงนะเฮ้ยอีวิงกูไม่กิน
Not for you.
ก็ไม่ได้จะสั่งให้ผมทำไม
It's for his internet boyfriend.
ชานมไข่มุก2 แก้ว50นี่ครับ
Okay, that's not a bad price.
ขอบคุณครับผมไปก่อนนะลุง
เอาเฮ้ย
There, you cut. Could you not gather it's for someone else? You know, he's been disappearing for ages. It's very clear he likes someone. Oh, the coloration as well. See, there's this tone. There is this tonal shift. They're in their own little world. Oh, see, look at all the possibilities for him now. Now that he's met people, he's got so much hope. This is so sweet.
เฮ้ยมึงอยากเรียนคณะอะไร
Oh, look at him. Don't worry, I don't have second couple syndrome. It's just nice to have a little reprieve from the heaviness. Engineer.
มึงเรียนสายวิทย์เหรอ
So now they're doing another form of communication through text.
โหเก่งว่ะ
Yeah. But you could gather he was smart. I do feel like they should be put in a description when they're using sign, so that like I just do. I think it would be great.
แม่มึงอ่ะเขาคงเป็นห่วงมึงอ่ะแหละเข้าใจเปล่า
Notice all the touches on the knee. See, there they described it, like, what he was signing. That is true. Like, eventually you have to, otherwise, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? It's such an expensive world now. It's a really expensive world.
แต่กูบอกไว้เลยนะเว้ยทำงานจริงๆอ่ะ
No, it's not. Most of the
ไม่มี
time.
หรอกเหนื่อย
But you worked for it. I love their sense of adventure and freedom.
ทำงานจริงๆใช่ป่ะ
He has been telling you numerous times.
เหนื่อยนะไหวอ่ะ
Oh, that's true. Maybe he could work in the dark. There's an issue with that because he can't hear.
วัน
So
นี้เรามีกิจกรรมสุดพิเศษเยอะแยะมากมายมีรถแลกแจกแถมและวันนี้ค่ะเรามีของขวัญมาแจกกันด้วย
Oh, this is where they're working together?
มีมาสคอตน่ารักทั้งพี่กระต่ายทั้งพี่หมีเนี่ยเข้ามาให้ทุกท่านได้ถ่ายรูป
I mean, this is exhausting work because it's children and you have to have
แล้ววันนี้นะคะหมด
a movement and atmosphere to them. I think the last time I saw people in mascot outfits was, why are you?
น้องเอาแบบประชาชนมาเปล่า
เอามาครับ
They must be sweated. Because you know they intentionally made those actors do that
โคตรร้อนเลยอะ
several times.
เฮ้ย มึงโอเคเปล่า
He needs water. These two are so sweet.
อ๋อ ขอบคุณครับ
I am curious because of their ages, if they let them rely on the sweetness and that's it. You know, no kissing, no too much of an intimate thing because of the actors' ages. They're very young.
พี่วิง
ทำไรอะพี่
ทำงาน
Yeah, I was going to say, because he didn't know he was there. And I don't think he knows that. He might know now, but he didn't know he was deaf at first. Yeah, look, he's looking, because he knows what's happening here. He understands it. Look how Li Ming looks at him.
อร่อยไหม
And I like that Wen doesn't say anything,
พี่เวิร์น
but he picks up on what's going on.
ฮาร์ดเขาจะเป็นคนหูหนวกนะพี่ ฮาร์ดพี่ ชื่อ
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to say when. This is so sweet.
สวัสดีครับ แล้วเป็นไงมาไงอ่ะทำไมมาทำงานที่นี่อ่ะ
ก็เห็นพี่ที่โรงเรียนเขาหาคนอยู่อ่ะ
I mean, he does work his ass off to make as much money as
แก้เบื่อ
possible.
แถมได้ตังค์ด้วย
วัยรุ่นสร้างตัวเหรอ
ก็
Good on
เก็บ
him.
ตังค์ไปเวิร์กเองอ่ะพี่
Yeah.
จะได้ไม่ต้องไปขอลุงอ่ะ
แล้วลุงเขาไม่ว่าอะไรหรอ
ไม่ว่าหรอก
He's gonna have to be.
พี่อ่ะไม่เห็นไปทำ
Like,
งานที่
he's
ร้าน
gonna have to be
เลย
okay with
หาย
it.
ไป
You
นาน
can't
มาก
stop
เลย
him.
ก็
Just a teenager to ask you the real
ไม่
questions.
รู้ดิ เห็นลุงเขาบอกว่าช่วงนี้คนไม่ค่อยเยอะเท่าไหร่อ่ะพี่ไม่ต้องไปก็ได้
คนไม่เยอะอะไรล่ะพี่
Oh, see, look, he put his foot in it. He's like, no, it's busy.
แต่ว่าเห็นพี่ไก่ป่ามาช่วยงานที่ร้านแล้วนะ
Uh-oh. Jealousy. They trust a teenager to just be honest and be like, yeah, actually, he's not telling you the truth. They're in their own world, look.
อ๋อ
Yeah, get him to take the picture.
ถ่ายรูปให้หน่อยเดี๋ยวพี่
ได้ครับ1 2
I really appreciate when in this moment not saying anything, not giving any looks, just watching them and seeing like that first instinct when you really care for someone.
อ่ะ
Yeah, he knows what's going on between these two. There's just purity in it. Uh-oh. Is it going to be Alan? Yep. How petty is Alan going to be?
สวัสดีครับ
ครับ
เอกสารครับ
Because he could turn him down. Why are you giving him that look? He didn't do anything wrong. At all. Jim did nothing wrong.
ไม่ทราบว่าคุณเป็นอะไรกับ
Yeah.
เจ้าของโฉนดเหรอครับ
Yeah, the intentional pause there, so we were like, what is he going to say?
ญาติทางไหนครับ
This is the problem, you're not related to her. I mean, he is asking the right questions as his form of work, but it's the attitude he's
ที
given.
นึงอะรบกวนเซ็นด้วยครับ
I just don't like the music shift at all.
เดี๋ยวผมจะส่งเรื่องให้สาขาใหญ่นะครับ แล้วถ้าไม่มีปัญหาอะไรเนี่ย
I was going to say, yeah, you're going to have the owner, yeah.
สะดวกนะครับ
No, he said no. Like, yeah, he was fine.
เบอร์ติดต่อตามนี้เลยนะครับ ตามนี้เลย
It's the ad. Did you just nod him off? Like, no, Alan. Do your job.
ปากกาผม
Like, I understand why he's upset with
โท
him,
ษที
but you're taking it out on the wrong person.
ไม่เป็นไรครับ ถ้ารู้ว่าหยิบผิดไปอะแค่เอาคืนผมมาก็พอ
Yeah, well, Wen doesn't want you. And he didn't take anything from you. And you know how I felt about Wen at the first part. This part, no, Alan. No. Come on. I understand it hurts, but you can't take it out on Jim. That's... See, there's this dark blue hue again. It's not good. And yeah, he's actively ignoring Wen right now. Like, actively.
ทำไมวันนี้กลับมาเร็วได้อะแปลกจัง
มึงอย่าหาเรื่องกูได้ปะเนี่ย
Yeah.
กูถามปกตินะ
No, Alan's coming with an attitude here.
ทำไมอะในสายตามึงกูดูเป็นคนงี่เง่าแล้วเหรอ
No, he's wanting to pick a fight now.
แน่ใจนะ
No, he's picking a fight.
โอเค คุยกันดี
We'll see. We'll see about that civil part.
รันกูถามอะไรหน่อยดิ ถ้าเกิดจะกู้เงินแบงค์เนี่ย เราใช้โฉนดคนอื่นได้ปะวะ
I mean, can, but
ๆ ได้ดิ ถ้าเจ้าของ
Yeah.
เขายอมอะ
as long as it's on, like, all above board.
ทำไมอะ
He's just
ค
asking
น
a
นั้นเขาฝาก
question.
มาถามเหรอ วันนี้เขาเอาโฉนดมายื่นที่แบงก์กูแล้ว ที่จริงมันก็มีตั้งหลายแบงก์นะ แต่เสือกมาเลือกแบงก์
Yeah, but he didn't know who you existed.
แล้วมึงคิดว่าเขาจะ
Like,
กู้ผ่านปะ
Alan's too paranoid.
แล้วมึงว่ากูจะให้ผ่านปะล่ะ
I know what you're doing here.
นี่คือพูดจาดีๆของมึงเหรอวะ
แล้วกูพูดไม่ดีตรงไหน
No, you know what you're doing, Alan. You're being petty.
กูแยกแยะได้นะ
No, you're not.
เรื่องไหนเรื่อง
No, you're not. Not right
ส่
now.
วนตัว
Notice how they're both lit very differently?
กูก็ชอบเขาอยู่ดีเลย
Did you notice that? That was very interesting there. Because they're both separated, they're in two different stages of their life. Notice though that they're lighting again to indicate when things are different, people are different. Art.
มึงวันนี้พี่แดงกับพี่ชาติเนี่ยเขาชวนกูเข้าไปใช้งาน พวกมึงมีใครว่างไปกับกูปะ
No, wait, where are you going?
แล้วเฟส
Then when
3
might
จบแล้วเหร
go?
อเนี่ยผมยังเห็นว่าผู้รับเหมายังเข้าซ้ายตามไทม์ไลน์เดิมไม่ได้อยู่เลยนะ
ก็ใช่ดิเขาบอกว่าเจ้าของบ้านบางหลัง
Well,
เนี่
they
ย
would be
แม่ง
because
เสื
it's
อกเล่
their
นง่ายขึ้นมาอีกนะ
properties.
คุยไม่ยอมจบสักทีเสียเวลาชิบหาย
แต่ถ้ามาริน่าเขาจะเอาจริงๆเขาน่าจะเคลียร์ได้ปะ
แม่งก็ได้
But if someone doesn't want to sell, you can't force
แต่
them.
บ้าน3-4 หลังฝั่งร้านข้าวมันไก่อะมึงยังไม่ตกลงเลย
They're literally. It feels like they're really trying to isolate,
แล้วถ้าเกิดไม่ได้อะ
especially the
ไม่ได้
Moonlight
เรียกโครงการ
cheating
ไปก่อน
chicken place.
กูว่ามึงขึ้นโครงการไปเลยไม่ต้องรอหรอกยังไงเนี่ยเดี๋ยวพวกบิ๊กเขาก็จัดการเองแหละ
Ready? So you're just gonna go
ประ
ahead?
เทศไทยนะเว้ยปลาเล็กแม่งจะไปสู้ปลาใหญ่ได้ไงวะ
That's a nasty. Are we supposed to? Fuck you.
เตรียมตัวนะมึง
That's what I say to this guy. The smarminess of him about eating the small fish, not caring what happens to small business owners. You like the arrogance of him. Everyone
กูลืมบอก
smokes in this show.
วันก่อนนะนันมาถามกูเรื่องลูกที่มึงลงสตอรี่อะว่าใคร
Oh, now you tell him? Now after all this time you tell him?
แล้วมึงตอนไปว่าไงอะ
กูบอกกูไม่รู้ให้ไปคุยกันเอง
No, you gave a little bit more than that. You're not telling the truth here.
แต่มึงจะเอายังไงเอาให้มันชัดๆนะเว้ย
Oh, he's made it
กู
clear.
อะช้าจะตายห่าเลิกกันแล้วบอกวะกูไม่มีอะไรจะคุยกับมันแล้ว
He made it clear.
แต่กูงงนะมึงเลิกกันแล้วแต่อยู่ด้วยกันเนี่ยนะมันแปลกๆด้วย
He needs to move out. You really do.
ก็มันบอกว่าเป็นเพื่อนกันได้มันโอเคอะ
Yeah, but you were still sleeping with him even though you were friends.
กูเข้าใจมันดีเว้ยแต่มึงลองนึกภาพตามนะเพื่อนที่มาจากแฟนเก่าแล้วคนเคยกันอะ
And then you're still living with them? Yeah, that's awkward.
เตียงเดียวกันแล้วคนขี้เหล้าอย่างมึงอะลั่นแน่ๆเลยว่ะ
ร้านเหี้ยอะไรมึง
Oh, he's just calling him an alcoholic.
กูไม่อยากคิดภาพเลยอะถ้ากูเป็นคนใหม่มึงนะแล้วมารู้เรื่องนี้นอนไม่หลับหรอกว่ะ
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a boyfriend right now, so there's no one to feel like that. He likes Jim, but you know, they're not official. He's gonna call him again. He speaks about being persistent, but he calls a lot, and to me that is too much. That would turn me off someone. I understand he wants to talk to him and sort things out, but it's a lot of phone calls. A lot.
Cap.
Did he win again? Was it the bank? Or who is it? Oh, it is him. He's just gonna watch him hang up on him? Like, nope. Yeah, ouch. You can't run forever, Jim. Ouch. Look at his facial hair. It looks good on him.
ลุงเป็นเรื่องของลุงเนี่ย
ไม่ได้เป็นอะไรผมแค่ไม่อยากคุยด้วย
He doesn't want stuff any more
ลุง
complicated.
บอกว่าถ้าเป็นอะไรอ่ะให้มาคุยกัน
But he is avoiding him, and you are almost 40.
ผม
Come
มา
on.
นี่ไง
แล้วคุณมีอะไรว่ามา
Oh, so he has to start the conversation?
ลุงบอกผมมาได้เลยนะ
Uh-oh.
เพราะผมไม่ต้องการอะไรจากคุณไงเวิร์นผมว่าผมก็ชัดเจนตั้งแต่วันแรกอยู่แล้วนะ
Yeah, but you think about him a lot. You were getting close. There was more to it than just a one-night stand.
ยิ่งชัดเจนกว่าเดิมอีก
ลุงลองใช้เหตุผลหน่อยดีผมกับเขาเราเลิกกันแล้วจริงๆอ่ะเราสองคนเป็นเพื่อนกัน
You're not friends. You're not
แล้ว
friends.
เขายังอยู่ด้วยกันเฉยๆอ่ะ
He doesn't hear
คุณจะ
himself,
เป็นอะไร
does
แบบ
he?
ไหนกับใครก็เรื่องของคุณเลย อย่าดึงผมเข้าไปด้วย ผมไม่เกี่ยว
He just doesn't. He's like,
เกี่ยว
no,
ดิลุง
I'm out.
ลุงก็รู้ว่าผมชอบลุงอ่ะแล้วผมก็มั่นใจเหมือนกัน
He does. He
ว่าลุง
does.
ก็ชอบผมอ่ะ
Definitely does. This is where Jim should take a step forward and say, I do like you, I just don't like the complicated nature of everything going on.
หวนคุณจำได้ไหมว่าผมเคยถามคำถามคุณ ว่ามันจะไม่มีปัญหาอะไรใช่ไหม
Yeah, but how was he to know that Adam was going to get
ตอนนี้
involved?
อะไร ผมโตแล้วนะคุณ
That's
ผ
true.
มไม่ชอบอะไรที่มันซับซ้อนแบบนี้
He runs from complicated things. That's a thing I've noticed with Jim.
เข้าใจนะ
He runs from
ข้าว
it.
มันไก่จานหนึ่ง
ได้ครับเจ้วันนี้เหมือนเดิมนะครับ
เหมือนเดิมครับ
โอเคครับ
I mean, yeah, he's got a customer. No. See, his acting has gotten so much better. Well, I thought it was good from the first time, but still, it's gotten better. Okay, so we're good. I mean, I thought you didn't like to jog. Running it can be great to just kind of let everything go.
กูรักมึงแค่คนเดียวนะเว้ย
Not anymore.
แต่ แต่ตอนนี้มันไม่ใช่หรอวะ
กูอึดอัดอะ
อึดอัดก็ออกมา
Yeah, you do
จะ
need
ทำอะไร
to
ก็เอาสักอย่าง มึงอยู่ด้วยกันแบบนี้มันเหมือนให้ความหวังเว้ย มันไม่จบหรอก
ผมเคยถามคำถามคุณ ว่า
He did speak about not wanting complications.
ทิ้งกู แล้วมาเอาพ่อค้าร้านข้าวมันไก่เนี่ยนะ
I mean, technically, he didn't dump you for
มึง
him.
ไม่ต้องเสือกวะ
เฮ้ยมึงใจเย็นก่อน
You're in his establishment.
ผมโตแล้วนะคุณ ผมไม่ชอบอะไรที่มันซับซ้อนแบบนี้
มึงเลิกกันแล้วแต่อยู่ด้วยกันเนี่ยนะ มึงจะเอายังไงเอาให้มันชัด
Move out! McDonald's is everywhere. Everywhere.
ฮัลโหลลัน
Why are you calling him?
เย็นนี้ว่างปะ
Please say it's just to talk to him.
มากินข้าวด้วยกันไหม
Let's hope it's just to officially break up, like properly, and say like, I'm moving out. Let's hope. Again, look how they're lit. It just feels depressing.
มึงรู้ปะกูเริ่มกินเนื้อตอนนี้กูเริ่มคบกับมึงเอง
Was you completely vegan
รู้ดิ
before?
ตอนนั้นที่กูเห็นมึงกินเนื้อคำแรกอ่ะ กูเห็นหน้ามึงกูก็รู้แล้ว มึงไม่เคยกิน
วันเดทแรกอะ
He
มึง
remembers
พา
that.
ไปกินเนื้อนอกด้วยเลยกินทางใจหน่อย
So he was changing himself from the first date. That's not being your true self.
ตอนนี้มันก็เหลือแค่เนื้อข้างทางถูกๆแล้วนะ
มึงรู้ปะ
Yeah, it's changed.
จริงๆกูไม่ชอบกินเนื้อเลยนะเว้ย
Yeah, that's very clear you don't like beef.
มึงก็ไม่ต้องกินก็ได้เว้ย
ถ้ากูเห็นมึงชอบอะ
So he was always trying to please him.
กูก็เลยกินได้
But you shouldn't have done that. Alan never asked you to do that, and
แต่
you
ตอน
shouldn't
นี้
have
มึ
done
ง
that
ชอบกิ
for
นไก่
him.
แทนแล้วนะ
Oh, well, we know what that means. Yeah, he definitely likes chicken more than beef now.
เมื่อก่อนมึงไม่ได้ขี้ไปชดแบบนี้นะเว้ย
That was
กูเป็นแบบ
something.
นี้ของกูมาตั้งนานแล้วป่ะ มึงเพิ่งจะมาไม่ชอบหรือเปล่า
This is true. When you fall out of love with someone, the things you loved about them before, it's not the same.
กูบอกไอ้กล้องแล้วนะเว้ยว่ามึงกับกูเลิกกันแล้ว
Yeah. How long ago was the breakup? It feels so recent, like too recent.
มึงชวนกูมาเพื่อบอกเรื่องแค่เนี้ยเหรอ แล้ว
Yeah.
4-5 เดือนที่ผ่านมา มึงให้ความหวังกูทำไมวะ
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that.
กูผิดเองอะอารัน
Yes, you were.
ลึกๆแล้วอะกูก็หวังนะเว้ยให้มันดีขึ้นเลย
He says deep down, so you have to take him for what
ทุ
he
กอย่าง
says
ที่มึง
there.
ทำอะไม่ใช่กูไม่เห็นนะเว้ยกูเสียใจ
This is an adult conversation.
กูเป็นฝ่ายรักมึงน้อยลงแบบนี้
Yeah. It happens. It sucks, but it happens. Nothing is
แต่กู
forever.
โกหกตัวเองไม่ไหวแล้วอะ
It hurts, but I'm glad he's telling Alan.
กูถามมึงหน่อยดิ ถ้าไม่มีเรื่องคนอื่นเข้ามา เราจะมาถึงจุดนี้กันปะ
Yeah. Yeah.
กูก็ถามตัวเองเหมือนกันเว้ยมึง
Yes, you would have.
แต่ต่อให้ไม่มีคนอื่นเข้ามา มันก็คงไม่ดีขึ้นหรอกมึง
Oh, mixed acting. There's something about just the way he does his features here is so good. It's so minimalistic.
กูว่า กูอยากทำเรื่องนี้ให้มันชัดเจนสักทีนึงอะ
Mm-hmm.
เพื่ออะไรวะ
For both
เพื่อ
of
ที่มึง
you.
จะได้รู้สึกว่าตัวเองไม่เฮี้ยเหรอ
He's not trying to start a fight with you, Alan. He's just not.
เปล่าอะไร ที่กูจะได้ปล่อยมึงไปสักทีนึง
Good scene. Notice how as time went on, it got lit a bit more brighter. Like, as he let him go, it got a little bit lighter. There you go, Alan. You got not what you wanted, but what you now know.
คนที่เขาไม่รักมึงทำไมวะ
Because he loves you. There's the difference.
ก็นะครับเดี๋ยวขอเติมฐานให้นะครับ
No, don't rekindle. Yeah, you can't rekindle this file. The double meaning there.
แต่อย่าฝืนทำร้ายกันเลยล่ะ
Yeah. Whew. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Oh, this. I don't think you can be friends. I just don't think this is a friendship you can have. Or at least not now. Maybe in the future. Maybe. He wants to cry. He just doesn't want him to see it. Also, that whole you can go first, which I know is manners and all that as well, but the meaning behind it, like, go first, you're the one who let go first, like, leave. I know, he's crying in public, and that sucks as well. I like how Leng disappears right at the end.
แล้ววันนี้ไม่ไปบ้านดาบเหรอ
อ๋อทำงานเสร็จแล้วอ่ะเดี๋ยวไปทำรายงานบ้านในโน้ตอ่ะ
Are you going to see Hard?
ไปแล้วนะเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวหลีเติมน้ำมันให้ด้วยนะจ๊ะหลีน้องรัก
He's like, yeah, make sure there's stuff in there. I mean, he is using his motorcycle. Are you wondering about him? Yeah.
ค่าอะไรวะลุง
What's that for?
ค่าน้ำมันรถมึงไง
Because he's not going to fit it
ยืม
out.
รถมึงไปใช้อ่ะ
โหถ้าใครเอานี่เฮี้ยนะลุง
You're going to take it though? Yeah.
เป็นค่าผ้าอ้อมเด็กแล้วกัน
Of course he was going to take it.
โอ้ยก็ลุงสั่งผมเองอะว่าอย่ามีเงินน้อย
That was actually a nice moment for Jim to do that for Li Ming. Because obviously he knows he's not going to pay for
เด็
it.
กผู้หญิงเด็กผู้ชายก็เลี้ยงเหมือนกันหมดอะแต่โตมาให้มันเลือกเพศของมันเอง
ถึงเวลาทำไม่ได้อย่างที่
That's
พูดแล้วกัน
very woke of you.
เดี๋ยวนี้ใครเป็นตุ๊ดใครเป็นทอมใครเขาสนกันนะลุงใครหาเงินได้มากกว่า
There's a lot of this message, and have you noticed that? We don't care the gender, we don't care how you identify, as long as you're happy. I've noticed they're doing that. Because the two boys in the back. I did wonder if they were on a date. I'm a hopeless romantic. When I see people like that, it's true. Get your happiness. Come on, Jim, you're allowed to be happy. You may have had a heartbreak before, but don't close yourself off. Going to your friend's house, will you? Mm-hmm. Taking your boyfriend with you? I was going to say something and cough. I'm curious, do they close off the roads? Because I know sometimes they do, but I'm curious if they do scenes. In the UK they tend to do this, and it's not fun. But I'm curious because there's no cars, so I do wonder if they genuinely pick a really late time, or they do close off the road for maybe 90 minutes, because there is a timetable when you do scenes of how long they're supposed to take. The way they're lit, look at the lighting. Oh really? I feel like he's trapped again, Rapunzel. Down your weave. Oh, he's using. But the fact that he's never had freedom. Like, and I hate that for Hart. Like, he should have had such a better childhood. And yes, I saw what he said about he's never, like, for a long time. It's that's so important. The fact that he feels like a normal person, he doesn't feel different.
มึงก็ปกตินะสำหรับกู
And he can't hear him as well, so he has no clue like, what's being said. He only gets when he gets the message, and these feelings come into it. Oh, we know what that means. It's a nice affection. It's an intimate affection. I was waiting for him to yawn and then put his arm around him. Look. With their Converses. Do you remember when you used to do that when you were younger? You would bump the shoulders with someone when you liked them. You would talk to them all the time, message them. Like, look, knees, feet together. There's just such a purity to these two, and it makes perfect sense with their age. I do love the different stages of people's lives written in this show and how they react to things. I don't know why I had to do it like that. Oh, that's so sweet. I feel for them about what happens when Li Ming wants to travel, wants to go abroad. And you've given him the freedom to travel, and then he crashes.
Yeah.
And then he crashes. Well, you should have let him just ride off by himself. Uh-oh.
Hello พี่เล้งมึงอยู่ไหนเนี่ยลุงก็ตามหามึงอยู่เนี่ย
Oh, I'm at the hospital.
อยู่โรงพยาบาลอ่ะพี่ฮะ
I crashed your
มอ
bike.
ไซค์มันล้มอ่ะเอ้าไอ้เหี้ย
Oh, I like that he asked if he's okay, not about the bike.
ไม่เป็นไรพี่
That's nice.
แต่ไอ้ฮาร์ดอ่ะ
It's hurt.
ฮะมึงพายฮาร์ดไปด้วยเหรอ
Yeah, he lied.
แล้วนี่แม่มันรู้ยังเนี่ย
Oh, he said, yeah, he's gonna get in so much trouble. He'd be like, I'll call you back. Here comes the parents. My least favorite characters, but well done for the actors for making me dislike them. It's not broken, it looks like it's just scraped.
เล่ามา
I love that they can communicate and they do not understand because they didn't care for their child. I mean, they do probably, but you know what I mean.
ผมขอโทษครับ ผมผิดเองอ่ะ ผมพาฮาร์ดเขาไปขี่มอไซค์อ่ะ แล้วเสียหลักล้ม แต่ไปโรงพยาบาลมาแล้วครับ ไม่เป็นไรมาก
What's the healthcare like in Thailand?
สอนฮาร์ดขี่มอไซค์เนี่ยนะ
Yeah, why not? Give him freedom!
ฮาร์ดเขาหูหนวกนะ
บ้าครับ คนหูหนวกก็ขี่มอไซค์ได้
Yes, they can.
ฮาร์ดเขาขอให้ผมสอนเองอ่ะ
แต่ป้าไม่เคยอนุญาต
I didn't ask for your permission. I don't care about your permission.
เรื่องใหม่มาอีกแล้วนะ
ผมขอโทษแทนหลานด้วยนะครับ
ไอ้ลีมิง
มันทำอย่างนี้ได้ยังไงวะ
Didn't do anything wrong.
หยุดพูดได้แล้ว
มันบอกว่าอยู่บ้าน
ยังยิก
But he's not wrong. Maybe let your child have some freedom.
เห็นฮาร์ดเขาเป็นใบ้จะพูดอะไรก็ได้เหรอ
Can you stop saying
ใบ้
mute?
อะครับป้า
Can you stop saying that?
ป้าไม่รู้อะครับ คนหูหนวกเขาไม่ชอบให้เรียกเป็นคนใบ้อะ
No, she doesn't know anything about her son.
เขาแค่หูหนวก
No, he's right to defend Hart. Because they don't care. They wrap him around too much in cotton wool as if they're afraid he's a human being. Yeah. Because he clearly doesn't know what's truly going on because everyone's talking very fast as well. And that to liberate is, I'm sure, isn't easy. You never listen. See, she doesn't even know what he's saying. This is your child. Oh, these parents.
เขาบอกคุณป้าไม่รู้อะไรเลยอะ
They've been so afraid and probably feeling guilty for him being deaf that they haven't taken the time to actually raise him.
เขาอยากมีชีวิตแบบคนอื่นบ้างอะไม่ใช่อยู่แต่บ้านแบบเนี้ย
Yes! Understand it now?
แม่
Wait, does she...
แม่ไม่รู้จะ
Then communicate with your son, see?
พูดอะไรอะฮาพูดอะไรอะ
เขาหูหนวกมา3 ปีแล้ว
Okay, that's what I mean. He wasn't always deaf, so there's clearly guilt from them. They should have...
คุณป้าไม่ยอมเรียนภาษา
Yeah, exactly. Like, she just shut him away. I'm not sure if it's guilt or social standings, but it feels like guilt.
เขาพูดอะไร
He hasn't even known him that long, and he knows what he's
เขาพูด
saying.
อะไร
This is a bit awkward. He's like, yeah, tell her.
เขาบอกคุณป้าอายที่เขาหูหนวก
Feeling guilty.
แม่ขอโทษนี่แม่ไม่รู้จะพูดยังไงดีลูกช่วยป้าหน่อยที่บอกกันด้วยป้าฮาร์ด
ไม่เป็นไรคุณ
But you should, 3 years, and you've not taken one opportunity to communicate with him properly. They did just kind of shut him away. That's such bad parenting. What Hart did here, with getting Li-Ming to communicate and express what happened, was the right thing. And that was such a good scene, by the way, to have everything going on and just Hart finally letting it out. Because don't forget, he wasn't born deaf. So imagine losing your hearing, like, and it's just gone, and having to learn to communicate and feel like you're something different. Someone, they're doing such a good job. I hope, at least in terms of him being deaf, I hope people who are deaf are happy with the representation. I would love to hear what they think. And again, look, they're in the blue. Notice when it's depressing, when it's sad, it's always this pale blue moonlight. Because things can kind of come out at night. Oh, and then we're looking at the reflection. And look, there's a light in the corner. There's hope. Remember, there's hope.
ทำไมขยันสร้างเรื่องนักวะ
Oh, no, Jim. No.
อยากให้มันเกิดอะลูก
No, we're not having to go to him after that. No.
มันจะไม่เกิดหรอกนะเว้ย ถ้ามึงไม่พาเขาออกไปแบบ
Well, why can't he be taken out? Why can't...
ก็มันขออะ
No.
แล้วผมก็เป็นเพื่อนคนเดียวของมันอะ
แต่มึงก็ไม่ควรพาเขาหนีออกไปแบบนั้น ลูกเขามีพ่อมีแม่นะเว้ย เกิดเรื่องใหญ่ก็จะทำยังไง
I mean, okay, the incident, yes, about it could have been more serious. These parents need to look after their child. You need to actually be talking to your nephew properly and not blaming him
แต่นี่ก็ต้อง
for
มีขอบเขต
everything.
สิวะ
ถ้าผมไม่ได้ฮาร์ดอะลุงจะทำแบบป้าเจตนาใช่ปะ
Ouch.
มันไม่เหมือนกันไง
ถ้าลุงมีเพื่อนคนหนึ่งแล้วเพื่อนของลุงไม่เคยออกจากบ้านมาเลย3 ปีอะ
That's a long time.
ลุงเป็นแค่คนเดียวที่พามันออกมาได้
He's isolated. He's lonely.
ลุงจะทำเหมือนผมไหมล่ะ
Yes, I would.
ผมโตแล้ว
I'd want them to have some form
ถ้ามีอะไรผม
of
รับผิดชอบ
freedom.
เองได้ ครั้งหน้าถ้าเกิดปัญหาอะไรอีกอะลุงไม่ต้องช่วยผมก็ได้ เดี๋ยวผมแก้ปัญหาของผมเอง
I'm completely on Leeming's side in this case. I think the way Jim spoke to him was not acceptable. You can't place the blame on him. It was very clear there's very big issues in that family. Now you need to face up to this. And look, we're doing a mirror image again. Face up to it. You keep running away. You're almost a 40-year-old man. Face it. Is it going to be when? Yeah, Can I stay here tonight?
ผมไม่มีที่นอนแล้วอะลุง
Okay, he's finally left. But I still remember what Alan said. Like, it feels like he jumps from lodger to lodger, person to person. I don't know why I had to bring that up. Why the fuck did I bring that up? You facing it on now, Jim? And he went so drained in this moment, you can tell. And he had no one else to turn to. Like, he can't go home. Like, he's got a job, he's got a life. Honestly, a beautiful episode. I liked that my thoughts and feelings about characters changed. I do like when, before all of you started, well, you had such a go at him at the beginning. Yeah. Because I felt he was at fault. The way he spoke to Alan, especially because what we got at the beginning was a flashback and a representation of their first anniversary, and then as it shifted, and you could see things shifting around as well, which I really liked, because obviously not everything stays the same. So the board also has to change, the memory board. But him sleeping with Alan, knowing he doesn't want to be with him, he doesn't love him anymore because he felt sorry for him, to me, that is not something... That does make you look like the asshole. And then for when to play victim after that, yeah, you are the jerk. Like, you don't say that to someone and then expect them to have the reaction you want them to have. So I liked that. I liked we got to see this relationship because it's a real thing. People are not saints. You know, everyone makes mistakes. They're cruel. They're kind. There are loads of things. And something I really enjoyed is this doesn't sugarcoat relationships or people in this show. Everyone has a flaw or a fault or a good thing, a bad thing, whatever it is, it's real. And I like that because when I heard Wen say that, that felt like a knife, I imagine, to Alan's heart. Because it was very cruel. And then you're still living there. And then as it went on, because I do like Wen, and I actually like how they've developed his relationship with Jim. I do think he put too much pressure and I haven't agreed with this before, but there is a clinginess to him. Like, I know he wants Jim and he's quite a go-getter, but when sometimes needs to take a step back. But I have more to say about Jim. So the whole Alan thing, yeah. Alan being petty, we understand why, but at the same time, it's your job, and Jim hasn't done anything wrong. You know, he wasn't trying to get himself involved. He made his stance on everything very clear, even if, obviously, as it's gone along, it has changed, because that was not a one-night stand, because it would be more. But I worry for how Alan will react in terms of the loan and the deed and all of that, because he was being petty, but there was just so many emotions going on, because that meal that Wen and Alan had, the final confirmation that Alan needed, as much as it hurt, was beautiful. Notice how it just felt so depressing in the coloration, the gradient. And then as it went on and they were separating properly, it got lighter and lighter and lighter. And then obviously we had the double meaning with the owner, the waiter, the staff, when he came to say, do you want me to rekindle your flame? No, you can't. And I think it went from quite an immature fight that we have with partners to a mature letting go. And I really appreciated that, because it's showing that Wen doesn't want to fight, but he has to make Alan understand that he doesn't love him anymore and he can't give him hope. And I appreciate that, because I do think him sleeping with him from time to time, even though they've broken up, you don't do that. You don't give someone hope like that, because you make it more complicated. And there was a nice moment where Jim spoke about, you know, ages, and it's very, very true. When you're in your 20s, I feel like, you know, it's a lot of finding yourself. You still have that attitude, you're kind of a bit more careless. Not everyone, of course. But then when you're someone who's like 40, I can imagine you don't have time for that. Because as you get older, you do have less time for the BS of everything. And so I appreciate that. I love the interactions between Li Ming and Hart. Hart, to me, he's trapped. And knowing that he's never been, though he's from that town, he's never been to places, like, and then he's just trapped. In 3 years, they're saying that he's been locked away. Because the parents feel guilty. It's very clear, they blame themselves. But you still should have learned sign language. No if, and, or but. This is your child. He's had no one to properly communicate with. How isolated and lonely he must feel is excruciating. And he's finally getting the freedom. You know, he's got a community. He's people who are also deaf. And then he's got someone who's, by the way, learned sign language in a short period of time. And you haven't done anything for 3 years? You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're doing a good job with the teenage side of stuff as well as the adult stuff, because Li Ming is trying to do the right thing. You know, he wants Hart to have freedom, and I really like it because they clearly feel trapped, and then having each other has given them this freedom that truly, like, they've never had before. And yes, they're young, of course they're impulsive, they're going to make mistakes, they're going to do things. It's life. But they're willing to grow from it. I didn't like how Jim spoke to Li Ming at the end. And I've been quite a staunch supporter of Jim, because obviously I'm older, so I'm not a teenager, thankfully. But stop taking it out on Li Ming while you're also not answering calls. Like, as much as I said about Wen being a bit too pushy, Jim could have answered the call. He just could have. Instead, you're ignoring someone. You're a grown man. You can't say to someone at one point you're a grown man and then ignore their calls and act the way you are. And then obviously at the end, it seems like, I don't know what's going on, but maybe it's a sort of relationship or some sort of care. I like Wen and Jim together. I like actually how the show goes, because it's so realistic and there's hurt in it and no one is free of blame. I appreciate that, because it makes people real. I thought it was shot beautifully. I thought there was a lot of messaging. I felt it went with the heartstrings. I was irritated with people who really liked them. I like being able to have different thoughts and feelings about a character, because you can like a character but not agree with certain things they do, and that's just how I am. I didn't agree with Wen at the beginning, really agreed with what he did at the end. When he had the dinner with Alan, I felt bad for Alan, and then when it came to the deed and the loan, didn't like the attitude, and give me back what's mine. It's not yours. But it's hard when it's a 5-year relationship. there is so much attention to detail as well, and emotions. And you can tell it's written by someone older, you can, but also someone who has had heartache, loss, things like that. And I'm glad we get to see it, because I feel like a lot of the times BLs are rose-tinted glasses. They have their issues and everything's so perfect and they're together at the end. In this case, there's a breakup, there was an injury, there was a confusion of what's going on, there was an avoidance. It was real. And sometimes I feel like BLs, especially in this case we're talking about Thai BLs, need to highlight that not everything is rosy, not everyone is perfect. And I like that we got that. It's now where it goes from here, because I don't watch the next coming up part. So, Jim, and when it looks like they're going to get closer, I don't know what their relationship is, but Alan's still there. And also there's Guy Parr with the title deed, and he does such sweet things, but I just don't want him to get hurt. But that's life. And I genuinely am looking forward and sad that there's only 3 more episodes, because I feel like I just want to continue to watch, but I understand why it's also only 8 episodes, because there's so much packed into it. I really, really like this episode.